Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Rams take over first and...
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, these are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 82 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Jones on third down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Around the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 58 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
By Taylor Brown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Second and 11 now. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But
rush coming, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so different to athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Stafford sacked.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Swift. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
Lions 10, Rams nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Now a run with Akers. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try.
Tackle made at the 30.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Stafford's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4.
Stafford.
It's now 2nd.
McKinnon here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest?
No return this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
That's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
13. Rams, nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Jones pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. 3rd and 8 from the gun. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, nice move. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, Swift. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Swift, the ball carrier.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd.
From the 50, Stafford. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the final return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
The kick is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Swift. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Got Landry complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
At the 49.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Stafford.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
on the handoff, this is Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Complete.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
And the ball carrier.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now Jones throwing on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Now Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 26.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From From the red zone now, Stafford. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stafford looks to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now 13. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on. Keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And then finally, a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Yeah, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down.
At the 13-yard.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jones after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Incomplete.
Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Jones pass.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Lions 23, Rams 16.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field, and they come away with
under pressure, and they got to him again. Alton Robinson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, they'll find Swift out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
To the air again. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Moss. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on first down with Moss. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Catch made here by Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going with Moss on the ground. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 14. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass. Complete to Zach.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Lead is up to 14. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score Lions 33, Rams 16.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 24-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Jones on 1st down. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Not
so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Kick is good. Makes the score Lions 33, Rams 19.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Stafford's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Stafford. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on 1st down. Moss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Oh, he stays out. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Stafford is sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
LA set to take over again on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Jones now on 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Daniel Jones.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run here with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
3 plays and out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Moss. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Zach Moss, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lots will look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Down Rams.
Now Jones. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Jones pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot, because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Jones pass.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Jones operating from the gun. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up down at the 2. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Lions 40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.